Thank you. Well, good morning, everyone. I am sitting here next to Eileen, and I am Katie Moore. And I was introduced to Relive. My husband and I were introduced to Relive back in 2012 by my mother, and she shared with us for 2 years, and we really weren't interested during those 2 years. But something changed. My husband started experiencing excruciating back issues. He actually got started on the products, and within a week, he started standing up better. He could sleep at night, and he was quite impressed. It still took a little bit longer for me. I was skeptical, but that same year, we gave birth to our first son, and that's when it changed for me. I had had a difficult pregnancy and delivery, and I wasn't recovering as quickly as I wanted to. So I started on the nutrition while on maternity leave, and to my amazement, I started sleeping better. I gained energy throughout the day. Yes, all of this, even with a newborn, it was just different, something I hadn't experienced before. I went on to see great results with women's issues. Quite frankly, I didn't even know that I had, and I didn't notice them. It was someone else that had pointed it out to me. I went on to use the products as my prenatal for our second and third pregnancies, and I had completely different experiences. I gained very minimal weight, and I didn't deal with the pregnancy symptoms that I had my first pregnancy. I was able to deliver naturally, and I bounced back rather quickly. I also was able to donate over 2,000 ounces of breast milk to moms and babies in need, which is very near to my heart. I went on to lose about 20 pounds with the Fit3 program when that came out, and that was really, really exciting. I've been active my entire life, and so, again, the nutrition just knows where to go and what to do in each one of our bodies. To this day, fast forward, my husband has not had any type of surgery. He's used the products to train for half marathon, and he continues to use the products. He works for he's a contractor, so he puts his body through a lot. Our boys are 5, 3, and 18 months. They all use the kids' nutrition, and we notice great immune support. We haven't had a sick day at all this winter, which has been fabulous for our family. And, you know, it's just been incredible. We've seen other preventative things that happen to us as well. In terms of the business, I like to share a little bit about what happened with us because I really wasn't interested in the products, let alone the opportunity. I'm an interior designer by profession, and my husband and I, we had really great jobs in corporate America. But when I became a mom, I realized that I had a desire to stay at home. And so my husband was the one that suggested I take a look at the Relive opportunity. And I was, again, a little skeptical of that. But, I trusted him, and so I did. I resigned corporate America. I came home to be a full-time mom. We did a quick start when we were doing a little bit of part-time, really just to get products paid for at a good price while we were using them. But once we took a serious look at the opportunity, we did jump in at the highest profit level, which is the master affiliate, and we went to work. We grabbed a hold of our support team. I was very teachable, trainable. I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a designer. I love beautiful, pretty things. I like making people happy in their space. I have no idea what I'm doing with a food science company. But, the beauty of the teaching and training is incredible. So in 8 months' time, we moved up. We became master affiliates, then we became key directors. Our highest check, we took third in the nation. It was over $4,300, which was mind-boggling to me. And we also earned a trip to Maui, and that trip was absolutely incredible. My husband and I were whisked away from our kids, which young parents don't get to do that. They don't spend time by themselves and money for themselves. It's all, put into the family and the kids. And that's when we really, learn the heart of Relive on a different level. We learn the corporate leadership. And that's when it changed for us again. So here we are, we're back at work, and we're working towards the trip to Maui again, and we're just really, really excited. And every day my husband comes home from work, how many points do we have? How many points do we have? And we're just so excited, especially just to see his excitement as well. So that's a little bit about our journey. And so, yes, today's topic is going to be what to do with a new distributor the first 48 hours. We're going to do a little bit of training about the Relive International company as a whole, and then we'll get into some specifics. So we hope that you have a pen, a paper, notepad, your phone, whatever you need to be able to take some notes, and we really hope that today's training just will be inspiring to you and motivating, whether you've been around for a while or you're brand new. So Relive International is a trusted and unblemished 30-year-old company. They're right here in the United States. Chesterfield, Missouri is where the headquarters and the manufacturing facility is. We're a wellness industry and nutritional food products. The wellness industry is going to exceed $1 trillion this year. So and everything that's going on right now in the current events, what better place and what better company to be involved in? The products we have products that have the highest. Oh, Eileen's controlling the slides. I'm reading the slides. We have products with the highest possible levels of efficacy and bioavailability. They're patented and they're backed by science. Really what I love is that everything in the can goes into our bodies and it's all been formulated exactly how we need it. I don't have to worry about anything. We're the only epigenetic nutrition company. We'll get into that a little bit later in the training. And I didn't understand that at the beginning. And a lot of people that I ask, have you ever heard of epigenetics or nutritional epigenetics? And they have no idea what it is. So again, it's just a great, great tool to use and way to help people understand that, we have a body that's the miracle and we can turn the good genes on and the bad genes off. We have an amazing company that brings experience and innovation, especially with the new CBD market. I mean, it's absolutely incredible, and we have products that work, and it's just all over the world. And again, we have quality products and guaranteed results. Eileen and I spoke with a potential customer the other day, and we sent them some information, had a nice phone conversation with them. And, we said, well, what would you like to do? And they said, well, what we've seen so far, we've been quite impressed. We'd like to get started on the products. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. We'd like to get connected with some people and some of the training and then see, if we believe you, we know the results, then, during those 30 days, we're ready to jump into the business. So, it's just incredible. Go ahead. So now a little bit about our topic today. First of all, what do you do with a distributor? Whether they're looking to get health results first, maybe they're looking at the business opportunity, or maybe they're looking at both. The first thing that we want to do is we get the distributor on the products. You have to be a product of the product, and that's really, really important. And how do we do that? We have a very small suite, quite frankly, of products that Relive offers. A lot of companies have so many products out there for specific health issues. We help them customize, and what we do is we get started on the core nutrition. And then from there, we help them understand the targeted solutions. So here you can see on the slide, the core nutrition is the targets right in the middle. We have a couple products. We have the Now that comes in a plant-based, it comes in a whey-based, and then we have the Classic, which is the flagship product. That's really what the company started on. And then obviously we have the kids nutrition. So we start with that. I always like to add the Energize. Again, everybody is so dehydrated, so those are the two products that I like to start clients on. And then you can base your different health needs around the product wheel. So up at the top, you have digestive health. We have a product for, performance, blood sugar support, anti-aging, weight loss. We have a phenomenal weight loss entire program, which we'll share a little bit about. Joint health, which is really, really important. Women's wellness, heart health, gene health, energy, all of those things. We depending on what your health issues are. So that's really how we help people understand the products and what they need for their specific health issues. I'll turn it over to Eileen.
I just wanted to share what happened with me. One woman, she only wanted to start with the Arth Effect. She said, I'm already taking handfuls of vitamins, spending a lot of money on my vitamins, and I just want to start with the Arth Effect. And I was a little nervous because I didn't know, how fast she would get results, and I just like to keep it simple and stick to what I have been taught and always get them on, as Katie said, the Classic and Energize or the Now and Energize, at least for a week or two. And I love the analogy that someone said, the purpose of the core nutrition is like getting ready to plant the field. You're not going to go out and throw expensive seeds on a field that you have not tilled the soil and put the nutrients in and getting it ready for growing. And that's how I see the targeted solutions and the core nutrition. The core nutrition helps the body balance itself and get ready for the core nutrition to hit those areas that it's targeted for. Well, she got started on the Arth Effect in 3 days. She saw amazing results with her knees, her sciatica, her back. but she also went through some detox, and she's like, I'm bloating, and you know, I have some gas, and I feel like I'm catching the flu. We call it the Relive flu. I just talked to one gentleman today. Explain to people that they are going to go through dietary body changes. It's part of the healing process. But when this woman referred her friend to me, and I got her started on the Classic and Energize, and in one day she saw results. She was feeling better, had an overall sense of wellness, got a good night's sleep just from that one shake. And that's when her friend, the one that started just on the Arth Effect, said, oh, you know what? I guess I'll start on the core nutrition like you recommended. So these products work. They're standalone, but it's always best to get the field ready for planting and get the soil and all the nutrients in there before you start on the targeted solutions. But we have to honor people wherever they want to get started. So this is our new labeling, and it's just beautiful. And Katie, being a designer, she was just over the moon about how what it looks like now as a family. And the hemp products, I will turn it back over to Katie, and she's shaking her head. Well, okay. Well, the hemp products, this is a whole new field that everybody knows about, so we don't have to educate them, and they want to get started. What our job is to explain why Relive hemp products are better. And when Katie and I and a group of us went to Dallas, we toured the plant and a manufacturing facility and laboratories where our hemp is made. And one thing that really caught my ears is that this hemp is so porous that if you laid it on carpeting, it would grow on the carpeting, but it would also grow with all the chemicals and fiber and everything else that's in that carpeting. That's why it's so important to educate your new customers that purity is a must. And Relive and the hemp products go through 7 different types of testing for purity and efficacy and non-GMO. And this new product with the melatonin is just incredible. And when we were in Dallas, the scientists said there's 3 things that are destroying our world, our families, and our lives. The first one is pain, the second is anxiety and depression, and the third is lack of sleep. So I called a friend up. She has been on Relive a long time, and I said to her, you know, we have a special going on. We have a new product, hemp with the melatonin. You buy 4 or 5, and you get 1 free, and it was a quick start. And they loved that. So, and Katie gave me that idea, but it just to help, and I called her, and she said, wow, it's working, and you don't know, I haven't been able to sleep in years. So we call that just paycheck of the heart and a blessing that what we're doing here with Relive and what we're sharing is changing lives. So I will let Katie talk about our wonderful Dr. Galvez.
Sure. Thanks, Eileen. Yeah, you know, Relive has the science. We have 10 plus actually product patents issued in the U.S. And there's not very many food patents in the U.S. And to know that we have most of those is unheard of. You know, we have formulas that are clinically proven. There's you know, examples on the website that we can go to and we can share, which is amazing. We are the pioneers, like I shared a little bit before, in the field of nutritional epigenetics. And I'll just share, you know, my father has diabetes, and so when you talk about epigenetics, in my family, it skips generations. So there's a strong chance that my children, one or all of my 3 boys, have the gene to become diabetic. My dad wasn't born with it. He became diabetic later in life through the lifestyle choices, the poor choices that he made. And so again, what nutritional epigenetics means is if we can help turn those bad genes off, my boys may never show symptoms of becoming diabetic if we make positive lifestyle choices. And Relive products, the Lunison product that Dr. Alfredo Galvez discovered back in 1996, proves that we can turn those good genes on and those bad genes off. And all of a sudden, we're going to see a wave in the Relive business because we saw in Dallas, and we've heard firsthand with Dr. Galvez, is that they are so close to combining the Lunasin and the CBD product, and Relive is the only company that will have that. And Lunasin is incredible. My husband, I take 2 capsules every single night, the LunaRich X capsules. It helps me sleep. It helps with inflammation, and I've seen great results with it. But my husband took 6 capsules last night, and he also takes the CBD melatonin, which has helped. And this morning he woke up, he said, I took 6 LunaRich X capsules, and I slept like a baby. I mean, and he gets up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning every day. He slept till 7:30 today. So, we know these products work, and we're just so thankful for Galvez. He is, Relive's chief scientific advisor, and we're so excited about what's to come and really disrupting the hemp and the CBD market like never, ever before. Go ahead.
Just wanted to let everyone know, if you haven't heard yet or haven't received the email, that Dr. Galvez will be doing Facebook Live, 12 o'clock Central Time on Monday. That's 1 o'clock Eastern Time, and for you on the other side of the country, Pacific Time, he is going to do a Facebook Live talking about Relive Nutrition and the power of LunaRich. With this whole coronavirus going on and the importance of building up your immune system. I was just looking at Facebook today, and somebody posted, how come the doctors and medical professionals, nobody's mentioning building, strengthening, enhancing your immune system to ward off this illness, let alone coronavirus? And so we are. And so please spread the word out there to hear directly from our Dr. Fred on Monday, 12 o'clock Central Time, about Relive Nutrition and the coronavirus.
Eileen and I are here passing the phone back and forth. It's kind of comical because we live about 45 minutes away, and a lot of times we work together remotely. But this morning, my husband whisked the 3 boys away, and I said, is it okay if I, buzz over to Eileen's and we do the training together? And he said, absolutely. And so this is really, really fun to do this. So it's kind of fun sitting here. Again, you can train all over the world, or you can train right next to each other, which is great. So once we know a little bit about the company, a little bit about the science and the products, now, okay, we became a distributor, we started on the products, and we introduced them to a little bit of the science, but now what do we do? Okay, first what I like to do is again, teach them how to go to Relive.com. Relive.com is the United States product website and the company website. They're also Canadian, ReliveInc.ca. There's Philippines and all the other countries. So obviously this is for America, but if you have distributors or friends or family in other countries, I also like to help them understand that there are the other websites. So do take a little bit of time to look at those later on. Then right when you log in, there is a big box, and it says become or new distributor, what to do next. Click on that box. And then after that, here it is right here. So in the big blue box, new distributor, get started now. You click on that. This is actually a screenshot of what your website would look like if you logged in at Relive.com and you logged in from a desktop. I use my phone for everything, and so mine looks a little bit different. It's a little bit more compact and concise. But anyways, everything is still there, and so you click on that, and then from there you can go to all of the training videos, step 1, step 2, step 3. All of that is very clear. It's clearly laid out. You can go through the compensation plan, all the XR videos. All of that is on there. But when you log into Relive.com and you see all of this, again, every month right there's Tom's beautiful face with his beautiful smile, and he shares the heart and, what's going on, the Engage video. I always recommend to watch that the first day of the month. Again, you can get familiar with the current promotions and everything that's happening that month. I have clients that are in Canada, so I always also go to the Canadian website and look at that. I always like to see what else is going around the world. So New Zealand, Australia, Philippines, you never know who you're going to come in contact with that month. And then if you scroll down even more, they have all the bonuses laid out. Again, this month we have a top 3 bonus. You can earn $3,000, $2,000, $1,000, and then look at that, earn an extra $1,000 bonus if your volume is over 15,000 PGPV. I didn't know what that meant when I first started, but again, that's the beauty of this business. So you can get with your support team, and they can share a little bit about what else is going on and what that means. So if you keep scrolling down on the website, again, it gives you more information on what's going on. This month, we have first orders that ship free. You can read about all the details. The new distributor kit is a promotion going on, $20. It's an electronic enrollment kit, which I actually love. I don't like to deal with a whole lot of paper, and so that's been really great for us. And getting people signed up and registered is super, super easy with all of this going on. Again, you keep scrolling down, and here's another promotion going on, the 1, 2, and 3 promotion. You can read about a little bit about that. Promotion 1, if you register 3 people at a quick start level, which basically is at the 25% level, they receive $500 worth of product. It comes to the door at 25% off, so that's $375 out of pocket. They get free shipping, and if you do that 3 times, if you help 3 people, then Relive will send you a $250 bonus check. I know there was a training earlier in the week on the momentum system, the success system that Dawn Van Amberg and Diane Hemmel did. It was incredible, and they taught how to earn $500 quite easily. And look, these bonuses, they talked about these bonuses. So, definitely listen to that. But again, then you can move ahead with promotion 3. Okay, so now that you have 3 people at a quick start, maybe one of those quick starts wants to do a master affiliate, or maybe someone else wants to. If you help someone get to the master affiliate level, which is at the top profit, then Relive will send you another bonus check for $250. So right then there, that's $500 worth of bonus checks on top of any wholesale or retail profits, which is incredible. And then again, you can take it to the next level with promotion 3. And if you sponsor 3 preferred customers on auto ship, you can either do that monthly or quarterly. They will receive a 20% discount on their products. They'll also get free shipping through the end of the month, which is great. And then you will earn $100 free product credit. And who doesn't love free product? I know we do. And again, you can do that multiple times. It's not just set in stone for 1, 2, or 3. You can continue going. So those are great incentives, great promotions going on, and everybody loves free shipping and a discount on their products.
And going back to what our theme is, what the purpose of our training today is, what to do with the new distributor in 48 hours. The most important thing in looking at these promotions is to help your new distributor earn a check. There's nothing more powerful to help them with their wall of belief, in addition to their health results, to get a check in their hands. And that's why Relive put these promotions together, to make it simple, make it easy, make it doable, especially in the first month. So that should be your number one goal with a new distributor: help them earn a check. And find out why they are looking to do this business. What would an extra $250 in their pocket mean to them? And if you have not listened to the ambassador call this month, by all means, it's on YouTube. Check it out. Marsha Flegel and Mindy Myers were both talking about all of the volume and all of the new levels that they reached in Ohio. We have a new presidential director, Marsha Flegel, and Mindy Myers, a new master director, and the team, the organization, all came together and started working as just one ship, moving in the same direction. But every time they brought somebody new on, or somebody that had been around but hadn't really been engaged, they sat down with that person one-on-one to really learn about their heart and about their desires, as Marsha says, about their delight. What is it that's deep in their hearts that Relive could bring to life and help them accomplish their goals. So that's the purpose of these promotions, but never forget that, each person that, my philosophy is, each person I meet, each person that joins me in this business, each person that gets started on the product, I truly believe it's a divine setup. There are no accidents. That person came to me, and now it is my job, our job, to just shower them with love, let them know they're supported, that we're going to take care of them on this journey until they get strong and get their wall of belief and start earning some income so they can pay it forward and we can build a billion-dollar company and nourish the world. So why a quick start? This is the easiest. What I do, how I set up my month, the first 10 days of the month, and this came from Nick Priest, his plan of action 10-10-10. The first 10 days of the month, my goal is to get 15 to 20 new customers or new distributors. I don't care where they start, a can of Classic, a can of Now, as long as I get them started on the product, because I know and we know that once they get this nutrition in their body, their eyes are going to open up brighter, their smile is going to be wider, and their heart is going to be open, because when you're feeling better and you have more energy, then life looks different and your opportunities look different. So when I have a new distributor, my first, depending on what their goals are and their dreams, we focus on the first 10 days of the month. And then as their new customer is going to be, or they're looking to get reorder, then I suggest that they look at the quick start. However, I make no mistake, in the beginning when I am introducing them to the product, I will show them their options. And I always say, that it's really important that you make a 90-day commitment. I work with I call her Incredible Irma. She's 90 years young. She'd been on Relive about 5 years, very religious, but only taking one shake a day. I found out about 6 months ago that through her sister that she was had severe sciatica pain. She was suffering from for 4 months. And she went to doctors and chiropractors, massage therapists. Nobody could help her. So I called her and I reached out to her and said, Irma, what happened? I don't know, Eileen. I can't get out of bed. I can't sleep. I can't exercise. And I mean, this woman is a bundle of energy. And this just stopped her in her tracks. So I said, Irma, I'll work with you if you promise to do exactly what I say and don't argue with me. And because at 90 years old, I'm not going to argue with her, because for a long time, she would not take 2 shakes a day. She said, I can't. I only weigh 78 pounds and I'm 4 feet 5 and I can't take 2 shakes a day. But now that she's suffering, I said, Irma, this is war. You've got to flood your body. So you give me 90 days. And I promise, as much as I can guarantee 99%, you will be pain-free. She said, I'll do exactly what you say. So we bumped it up to 3 shakes a day, 6 capsules. In about 4 or 5 weeks, 90% pain-free. By the end of 90 days, she was completely pain-free of sciatica, no more fibromyalgia pain. All her sinus issues went away, and she got her life back. But more importantly, she decided to get involved in the business at 90 years old and start spreading this wealth, this gift to everyone. And what a blessing. So that's why we have the quick start, so we can help people commit to 90 days. Master affiliate, again, I draw it out for them. If they're going to be taking $300 in products, let's say, retail, and I multiply it times 10 months. Everybody likes to save money. Everybody likes to buy in bulk. Obviously, look at Costco, Sam's Club, and new box stores are opening up. And they want to get the best value for their products, but also to have products on hand in case they decide they want to share, or somebody wants a product, because and I tell them it's so important if you're sharing this or telling somebody about it that you better have a couple cans, because people don't like to wait. And we live in a microwave society, they want it now, so it's so important to get it in their hands as fast as you can for their health, for their future in Relive, but also so they can see how you do the business. Oh, I should have a couple cans on hand. And even if I don't want to do the business, for my family or my grandchildren. So the master affiliate, if they're taking $300 a month, I multiply it times 10 months, that's $3,000. So I show them. For $3,250, you could get $5,000 worth of product, and you get a 1-year, 100% buyback guarantee on any unopened product. It'll push you to the 40%. Everything you build here is willable and saleable, and it opens you up to all 5 forms of income, because you never know if that next person you reach out to is going to take Relive to a whole new level, because we are reminded every day that the individual who is going to take this company to $1 billion has not even seen Relive yet. So here's Katie.
And then we have this amazing, amazing trip opportunity, earn a trip to Maui and Hawaii, actually, but it's Maui. It's been unveiled, and we went to the resort last year, and it was absolutely phenomenal. As a designer, I look for certain things, and I tell you, Relive spoiled us. The resort is incredible. It's very modern and sleek, and I was just over the moon excited for everything that happened. So how do you earn a trip to Maui? This has been going on for a few months, but you know what? If you're brand new, taking a look at the opportunity, maybe you want to get to Maui. You still have so much time to do it, and there's a lot of opportunities. So it's based on a point system, and the minimum point is 70 points, and to get to Maui, and there's different ways that you can earn points. Again, 70 points to qualify for 4 nights with round trip airfare, and then it goes up from there. If you get 80 points, you add an extra night. 90 points gets you the extra night plus $1,000, and then 100 points is an additional $100. So there's a lot of different ways to earn those points. I won't go into those in detail today, but go ahead and get back with your support team if you want to earn that trip. They can share all the information. It's all there. Like I said, relive.com, when you log in as a brand new distributor, you scroll down and it's all laid out for you right then and there. There's amazing tracking, and Sean Bergeron did a great training last week, and so that's on a Facebook group, Positively Charged, the recording, so you can also take a look at that. Still, when you're a new distributor, we like to map out their goals. When you're brand new, Eileen touched on this a little bit. What is your why? Why do you want to be a distributor? Is it for your health? Is it for your business? Is it for your family? What is it? What are your goals for this year? We like to lay out weekly goals, monthly goals, 90-day goals, yearly, et cetera, the 5-year goals, and that can be challenging. Maybe we know what we want to do in 5 years, but we're not so sure what we want to do this week, or vice versa. Maybe we want to know what we want to do this week, but we're not so sure in a couple months. And so we're here, as sponsors and the support team, we're here to sit down with our new distributor and go over those goals with them. And again, we talked about, your actions have to match your goals, or your goals have to match your actions. If you want to talk to a few people a week, we'll know what the outcome of that is going to be. Eileen does this business full time, and I have 3 children at home, and I homeschool them, and so my time during the day looks a little bit different than Eileen's might. And so, our goals and our actions are a little bit different, but we still work together, and we help pull out and prioritize those goals and those actions. And so, again, when you log into relive.com and you go through all of this, this is the screen that you look for, and we have circled here the success training. And the success training is really, really important. This has the mobile app. If you are new, I highly recommend that you get the mobile app. If you become a master affiliate, you earn 90 days complimentary, the web bundle, which is the website, the dashboard, and the mobile app. And that's awesome. I use the app every single day. It's really easy to just share videos and track your points and track so many different things, to look about upcoming events, to see who's in your organization, all those things. But the success training is really important. This talks about, this shows the app. There's different videos, social media. Erin does a phenomenal job. There's a lot of different training videos on here that you can go to. There's different videos about XR training, which we'll talk about in a minute. All the success training is right there. And to be honest, you can't go through all of this in the first 48 hours, but our job is to show a new distributor what resources, what training is available. And then we set up follow-up appointments with our new distributor, and help map out a training system on, when they have opportunity to watch these videos, when they have an opportunity to look at them, and then when they have questions, we're here to help them. And so then if we go back to relive.com, you can see we've circled, connect with business tools. This is absolutely incredible. They've updated a few things since the Dallas conference, which I am really excited about, because I use social media. I have a private Facebook group, my personal, I have an Instagram, and I'm always looking for ways that I can share Relive, but I don't have time to recreate all this information. What if Relive, the sales and marketing team is incredible, and all the marketing tools and resources and materials is right there. So they've added this. When you click on that red box, they have different posters and bumper stickers. All the templates are there. All you need to do is print them. You can send them to your printer, send them, to Staples online and just upload them. They can print them right there for you. You can go pick them up. Or you can have them mailed to you. My husband surprised me, and he had all this marketing material made, and it shipped right to our door, and we got the package the other day. I said, oh, it's for Daddy for his work, and we opened it up, and there's all these cards and bumper stickers and magnets for the car. It's really incredible. They have social media graphics, which is a favorite of mine, the slides, the brochures, and the catalogs. There's just so much. It can be very overwhelming, but know that it's all there. These are a few examples that we have. The bumper stickers, those are really, really great. Again, you might be able to make these as a magnet if you want. You can carry them around in your bag. We have little cards that we have. There's a lot of different opportunities for that. The Relive, the RLV hemp extracts are, that is a really great promotion and promo things that we can share.
And I just want things to be quiet.
And we have, Facebook different quotes, which is, I love this because I love to post different things. Again, it's branding who we are, Relive Distributors with the company, and everything looks the same. So when someone sees you on social media or on your car or, on your bag or your water bottle stickers, whatever, this is the bumper stickers, print them, put them on your water bottle, and when you're out exercising or working out, you have all of this. And then, they have actually really cool recipes, and they have really beautiful graphics that they've put on there. Definitely check it out and see what you can use on social media and how you can help your distributor become savvy at social media and branding. So, the circle of success, what does that look like? The key is to act now. We have to take action now, and we call this the XR training. This is the fundamentals of Relive. There's 5 things that we do with a new distributor. We first identify, and then we connect. We share the story. We ask for a decision, and we register and go. And this can be very overwhelming at first, but really, what does that look like? So we identify. When we become a new distributor, we sit down and we make our list. We identify people in our lives that we want to share the Relive opportunity or the products with. This could be 10 people for the products, 10 people, that want to look at the business. I know at Dallas, they shared, it can be cumbersome to make a list, and we don't think that we know all those people in our life. But what if we just take the 5 people that come to our mind right away and we share with them? We sit down with our sponsor, our support team, and we go to work and we contact those 5 people. And it can be a little scary to contact. We don't know what to say. I know when I started, my fist would I'd get sweaty in my palm of my hands and my face would turn all red. But I just said, okay, Eileen, what am I supposed to do? And, and they took the reins and they took control of it. And it was just incredible to hear, what they've been doing. And now that confidence has poured into me, and it just keeps going and going. And so we have to write out our why. And, what does that look like? We have to provide the purpose of contacting the first contact, and why was that person on our heart? And again, our support team can help us understand that. And, we always want to have new people to talk to. I call it kind of filling our pipeline, if you will. You can't talk to, new people if you don't have new people to talk to. And for me as a mom, I might be home 3-4 days teaching and being with the kids. But, for me, going to the grocery store, going out, running errands, going to the park, I meet people all over, and I'm not afraid to strike up a conversation, ask 3 or 4 questions. You might exchange numbers, and then that gives you a great opportunity to contact that person later on. Actually, this afternoon, we're going to have a party. We're having a family game night and wellness. We're going to do a Relive presentation, but we're also going to invite families, to have a fun way to have a game night, to learn to interact with different distributors, and then share the opportunity. And so when we're out and about, again, we always have these activities in planned out. And so when we're out and about, if we're at work, at church, at school, wherever, at social media, wherever we are, we have an opportunity to reach out to someone and get their contact information and invite them to something.
About making your list. And for me, I had opened up a number of new law offices, and I knew about promotions as far as, getting people together, and I love to have parties. So I went back to my party list. I went back to my law office list of when we're opening up a new office, and I put those people down. Now, at first I hesitated, because I said, oh, they're not going to want to do this. Oh, they're not going to want to get involved. Oh, they don't need money. Oh, they don't have any money. And the most important thing that you have to remember is not to judge, and just get out of your head and into your heart. And I love what Aurora Paredes, she is a leader with Relive for so many years, and she would say every morning, dear Lord, who can I bless today with these products or this opportunity? And Katie and I, we laugh all the time, because when somebody comes into our heart, we will pick up the phone or send them a text message or send them a video, and we don't know why. And you know what? We tell them, hey, I don't know why, but I don't know if you were thinking of me today, but you were on my heart, and you know what happens, when two people start thinking of each other. So let's connect and talk for a few minutes. I want to know what's going on in your life. And, it may not be the person that you're talking to or the person that is on your heart, but it's who they know. Just remember that if we have to take action, if somebody's on our heart, we just need to reach out to them. And statistically, scientifically, they have found that your strongest leaders will be 2 or 3 people removed from who you know. But it's so important, and I encourage all my new distributors to get a pen and paper. I use a legal pad because, once a lawyer, always a lawyer. And now Katie uses a legal pad. But I get that legal pad, and I just tell them, you have to pour those names that come to your mind immediately or on your heart, pour them out on that page. Because what they have found is that our brain operates at different levels, and our whole physical, our being operates at different levels, body, mind, and spirit. So after you pour out the people that are on your mind at the top, then names and other people will start filling up and coming to the surface and coming onto your heart that you didn't think of. That's why we say keep your list. It's running, always adding to it. It's a living list, and there's so many people. When people tell me I've run out of people to talk to, I'm thinking, how How impossible. There's so many people out there, but you can't do it sitting on the couch. You can't do it talking to your friends or even watching videos or training. There's a time, absolutely. Irma, every single day. Incredible Irma, 90 years old, she doesn't have a computer, doesn't have texting or cell phone, but every morning, after she does her devotional, she will listen to a story call. And she said, I just can't stand it. She's so excited to go to St. Louis. We'll talk about the conference, but she said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stand it. If I hear so many stories, I may not be able to speak. I said, that's okay, Irma. You don't need to speak. You just keep sharing. So, second, connect. What to say? Again, share the excitement. And you don't. For me, being a lawyer, I had to be, very methodical. I had to know, what to do, when to do it, how to do it. No, you don't. Okay, people, my younger sister shared this with me. She didn't know what she was talking about. I didn't know what she was talking about. She was talking so fast, but she was so excited. She was a single mother, owned a catering company, and her friend introduced her to Relive, and she brought it to me and said, we're going to try this stuff, and we're going to start a business. And Kathy, she doesn't have any more knee pain or back pain, and she makes $5,000 a month. And just, I'm like, what are you talking about? So, but anyway, to be nice, she just said, take it twice a day. I'll go find out more about this business. And I just started taking the products, and my life changed. And so just be you, but you from the heart, okay? People care, as Bob Montgomery always reminds us, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And when you connect with them, your goal is only to set the appointment. It's only to set a time where you can sit down with them. Obviously, nothing is more important than face-to-face, but we live in a digital, virtual world. So Katie just met a gentleman. I believe he answered her ad, but she didn't know him. He lives in Arizona with his wife. He's a truck driver. He reached out to her, and he got started as a master affiliate, and she did everything on the internet and by phone, and they've never even met. So your personality, your love, your caring comes through over the phone. I always have my my rule is you make a phone call, let them hear your voice. This is what I learned from my business coach. She said, you don't text, you call. They need to hear the inflection in your voice, your enthusiasm, your excitement. Then you text and say, you need to, I left you a voicemail, call me. So sharing the story, and this has to do with the Relive story. Yes, we have presentations now, 8:30 to 9, the first and third Tuesdays of the month. We have presentations, Relive presentations every Wednesday from 8:30, same time, 8:30 to 9 Eastern time, that you can get somebody to see a presentation, 30 minutes. We have recorded presentations, whatever you can figure out as far as them seeing a bigger picture. But don't get stuck. Don't freeze. Don't make it mandatory. For me, my sponsor told me nobody gets the products unless they see a presentation or they hear a story, even a recorded story, or they watch a webinar. So that was my rule. That is what I was taught. Because when you give them the products, they don't understand what they have a hold of. So, and there's all these different opportunities for you to share the Relive story with the book, the computer, as I said, the webinars.
And then once you share the story, you ask them for a decision. And that looks a little bit differently. I know when I talk to someone or when I share a story or webinar, I had a gal on the short and sweet call on Thursday night. And we listened together, and then afterwards I said, I'll call you right back. And so I called her back, and I said, what did you like best about the call? And so she shared with me what she liked best. I know when Eileen talks to some people, she likes to ask on a scale from 1 to 10, what is your interest in the products? And on a scale from 1 to 10, what is your interest in the opportunity? So she can gauge the conversation and where their apprehension is or where their confidence is, and then, go from there. And maybe someone just wants to get started on the products. That's fabulous. We have so many different ways to get started right there. Maybe they're interested in the opportunity, or maybe both. And so obviously we have talked about, recommending the order. I like to have, Eileen shared, actually another distributor shared this on a training call. Again, why reinvent the wheel? We just help each other out. But she had shared, to do a quick start, and they were interested in the RLV, buy 4, get 1 free. And somebody can do that. And so when we had a customer that is using the RLV products, and he's loving it, but he wanted to place an order for his father. And I said, well, are you interested in doing a quick start? It's a wholesale account. He's not interested in the opportunity. No problem. I said, it's buy 4, get 1 free. And he's, what are the terms and conditions? There's no terms and conditions. It's a $20 promotion right now to get started. And he loved it. I signed him up. He got 4 and got 1 free. He sent it to his dad, but he's still using the products. So now when he comes back to order, he is now going to get a 25% discount on his orders. And so, again, having a couple sample orders that you can go to and draw from is really, really important and great, and making it simple for people. They don't want to have to pick and choose. They want you to do that. That's why I like to call, I'm a consultant. How many times have I ordered product from different friends? I have never, or even taken a sample. I have never had any follow-up or, how can I get a better price on this? So again, just having all of that available. And then, I do everything. I like to help people. I do things for them. There are forms online. There's an online application. Whatever people want to do. Sometimes I will sign them up on my own on the app, on the website, or we'll call. They can fill out a paper application and email or fax it in. There's a lot of ways to get people started, but know that those are available and be ready. And if you don't feel comfortable, again, as a new distributor, that's what your support team is here to help you with. And then the last thing is register and go. We just talked about, okay? So when someone's ready to make a decision, maybe it's not to do the business. Maybe it's not to get started on the products. Maybe they need a follow-up appointment, another story, whatever that first step was with connecting with them and sharing a story. Maybe they need a few more stories. Maybe they need another appointment, whatever that is. But when they are ready to make a decision, you need to know, how to register them and get going, and how to make it simple. Once they got started on the products, I follow up after 3 days. When someone starts on the products, I say, I'll call you in 3 days. And I set that appointment with them. And, I say the purpose of the follow-up is to, make sure you're taking your shakes, see what results you're seeing, if you've had any bodily changes, and to connect you with people that can help you and encourage you along your journey, because it's not easy. And so, again, these are, keep it simple. These are a couple questions that you can ask on day 1, day 3, day 10. I mean, I've even taken it a step further, and some people, when they first started, I would text them every day. I took my shake. Did you take yours? Again, people are looking for accountability. They want to make sure that you're here, and we're coaches. We're teaching and training people as they get started on the product, the opportunity, anywhere in between. And then follow-up is so important, and I don't know how much more I can talk about follow-up. The people, like it says here, people will forget what they heard faster than they will forget how they felt about what they heard. And sometimes I'll follow up and I'll just leave a quick story on their message, and that's okay. That's okay, but knowing that you care about the results they're seeing, that you care about, letting them see the results and the improvements, and introducing them to people in the company. I shared this a little bit ago, I've purchased different things from different consultants that are in other companies. Never once have they called me to say how I like the products, am I noticing improvements, introduce me to different people in the company, share a couple different promotions. And looking back, I would love to see that happen. So Relive is different in that way, I believe. I believe that our follow-up, the way we are taught and trained to follow up with customers and distributors and people that are interested in the opportunity, our follow-up is really important for them to see the vision and to help them get the results they're looking for.
And I'll just finish up this slide with Matthew Kelly's quote. He's a Christian writer. We become the stories we listen to. And it's in the beginning, I didn't want to hear any stories. My phone was ringing off the hook in the law office, and the last thing I wanted, when I got home, I took the phone off the hook, drew the blinds, and just said, I don't want to be bothered. But wouldn't it have been different if I came home and there was a voicemail with somebody's story? And, hey, Eileen, thinking about you. How you doing? Call me when you get a chance. I'm here with a friend of mine. She only has a minute, but I know you'll be blessed to hear her story, and it'll keep you encouraged. And then leave a 1-minute story, because we become the stories we listen to. Can you imagine what I became listening to people's divorce cases all day long? They're complaining, criticizing, even watching the news. I mean, that's what you become. That is not, I didn't sign up for that. I became a lawyer so I could help people. And then I met Relive. And then I met the Relive distributors. And I said, I want to be like them. And I watched and I listened and I learned. And all I knew is that it was the stories that changed people. It changed me once I understood the value of the stories, and that's our job. When you get somebody started, to make sure that you explain to them the value of the stories, connecting people, and it's going to help them on their journey. It's going to help them stay encouraged and consistent, and it's going to educate them. I have a new distributor, and she said, do I have to take a training course to learn about these products? I said, no, you're going to learn as we go and as we share. And then if there's somebody you have specific questions, there's certainly plenty of people that are very knowledgeable with backgrounds in nutrition. I am not a nutritionist, but also you can go on the website and read all about the clinical studies, the science. So and it gave her peace of mind. Okay, that is great, because she said, okay, I'll just take the products and you're going to guide me. And I said, that's our job. So with that, we just want to encourage everybody to get signed up for St. Louis. It is going to be incredible, and they are expecting a sold-out crowd because we're back at our headquarters in St. Louis, and there's just so much going on in our world right now, and in Relive, record-breaking months, especially this last month, and all the awards and advancements, and that's so important because it's like it permeates the whole field, and the whole field, that they can feel the energy. I saw that in Dallas. I felt it in Dallas. I said, I feel the shift, that we will become a billion-dollar company. But more importantly than that, we're going to bless a lot of people, because at least it was in my business as a lawyer, I knew so many people, and in fact, most people were sick and tired and broke. And Relive will give them, my husband and I went to our first conference when we were deciding what to do with this business, if we were going to move forward, and that weekend changed everything. To get up close and personal with the corporate leaders, to hear from the scientists, especially Dr. Galvez, and to also, but for me, especially to to talk to the Relive distributors, people that have been around, and they were different because they were coming from the heart. They were coming from the blessings that they were able to pass on to others with the Relive. And yes, some of them making ridiculous incomes, more than I was practicing law, but it wasn't about the money. I know a lot of people, they have a lot of money and they're, again, sick and tired and have no life. So Relive has what everyone's looking for: higher quality of life, just optimal health and freedom to go out there and bless others. And I encourage you to get to the conference. You will see the heartbeat of this company. You will see, you cannot experience. It's like going to having somebody tell you about the Grand Canyon. You got to go. You got to see it. One gentleman, he just went through a divorce. I was helping him with his case, and I said, "You've got to go to conference." And he said, I really can't afford it. With the property settlement, we got to sell the house. I said, "You can't afford not to go." I said, "If you don't go, you will be exactly where you are now when we come back. But all of us will be at a whole different level." And I said, I know what it can do, and you have to trust me. You hired me to help you with your case. You trusted me. You have to trust me that going to conference is going to not only change your attitude, but it's going to affect your heart and the people you are going to meet and just experience. It will. There's nothing else like it. And by the grace of God, he was there in Dallas, and he just, when I asked him, "So, did you fall in love with Relive?" And he said, everybody I met, all the workshops, everything. I am so excited to be a part of this company. And that is the greatest blessing of all. So remember, there's early bird tickets. I usually buy 10 right out of the gate. So I have them because I plan on bringing at least 10 people. We're going to caravan. We're 10 hours out of St. Louis, but it's going to be fun. And if you haven't met Irma, she doesn't fly, but she's going. She can't wait to get to St. Louis. And it's just such an inspiration. But anybody that steps out of their comfort zone and is ready to bless others and make a difference, we are leading the way to a better world and healthier families. And obviously we're building an army of leaders, and we need more. So if you want to get your toes wet, even if you're just a customer, really or encourage your new people to come and see conference and experience what this company is all about. So get registered. Remember, Monday we have the Commit to Success training call. It's from 8:30 to 9. Go on Positively Charged Facebook page to get the number, and they will be interviewing, I believe Joyce Holhouse from Chicago will be interviewing Dodie McCune, who became a new key director last month. You may have heard of her. She has won many of the Fit 3 challenges. But she's like the little engine that could. She never gave up. She just kept going, just kept talking to people, just stepping out of her comfort zone. And when I talked to her to congratulate her on her month, I go, wow. I always called you the little engine that could, but now you're driving the train, and it's going. It's a speeding train. And she said, "Oh yes, I'm different now." And like I said when we started, what the greatest gift this company has given me is the passion and purpose back in my life and the personal growth. And for that, I will be eternally grateful. So I will say goodbye. Let me pass it over to Katie. Thank you all for joining us. And we will get this replay out to you probably Monday. And I want to thank Jennifer Eves for being our inspiration and just being behind the scenes and keeping us on track. So we love you, Jennifer. And just a minute.
Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks. Great job.
Wonderful training. Don't forget to stop the recording.
Eileen, have you stopped the recording?
She hasn't, Jennifer.
I just texted her. I sent him a text 10 minutes ago.
Still recording.
When I stop screen sharing, can you stop it by the time you've done that? I wonder.
I don't know the answer to that.
Well, I texted both of them. Hopefully I'll call Eileen's home really quick. Thank you for reminding them to start. I reminded her before, but I didn't even notice that, so thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Bye.
Yes, bye.